Nothing like
Just one of those glitches.
nothing
Hey,
like
you
a
guys
good
out
update.
there. Welcome to just another AI Power Talk with another wonderful guest and, of course, another one of those technical glitches. What did we cover during those last days? We had a fire alarm going off for once. We had LinkedIn setting up. We had Zoom acting up today. But here we are. Welcome. So today, I welcome Linda Colasanti. And she's very special because she's talking about the generations in AI. That's something she's dealing with. And I have to say, I'm 62 and I got in contact with AI when I was past 60. And guess what? I'm dealing with a lot of people who are very young in their 20s. So, talking about generations in AI, hey, I'm full there. Linda, that's your stage. You want to introduce you?
Hi. Yes, thank you, Birgit. Thank you for having me on. My name is Linda Colasanti, and I have 17 years of working with neurodiverse learners. And I transitioned into AI about 2 years ago because I've been helping students use assistive technology. I'm very familiar with um, neuropsychology and or neuroscience and just AI, the intelligence and the assistive technology was just a natural extension for me
Mhm.
to step into.
That
So
sounds great.
yeah, so as I'm learning more and more about AI, I think you and I have both been on this journey for about 2 years now. Has it been
Yeah,
2 years for me?
almost
Yeah,
one and a half for me. Yeah,
two and a half for me too, but officially with Kane about 2 years ago, which is where I met you. But it's really interesting the different conversations that I have with different generations. And when Karen asked me to speak at the Achieving the AI Advantage Summit, I thought, well, this is perfect because we have different brain differences that are out in the workforce and also out that are your customers.
of
So,
course.
whether those different perspectives are coming from a different learning difference or if they are coming from a different generation, we need to address all of that to create safety around AI and trust around AI. So,
I think you hit something really important here. And what immediately popped up in my mind was the topic of bias,
mhm, mhm.
because everything that AI is doing and the way it learns, it's mimicking how we humans are doing it.
Yes,
So whoever trains an AI brings
yes,
certainly part of his biases in, and
absolutely.
probably not even intentionally, at least we hope, but unintentionally. We are not, most of the time, not even aware of a lot of biases we're carrying around.
Absolutely. Which you and I both trained and we studied with Liddy in data science and how biases can creep in unintentionally. So, absolutely.
Absolutely. So if the
100%.
brains work different, you mentioned neurodiversity. It's a
Mhm.
whole different topic again, but it goes into this,
It does. It
and
does.
it
I just got,
strongly affects it.
and we
Yeah,
can do another interview at a different time about this topic, but it's definitely something to think about. But I do want to focus on trust around AI and implementation. What the discussions that I've had from boomers that are even in their 80s, late 60s up into the 80s, they or even I think early 90s. I'm trying to get the decades of the boomers. They do not trust AI. They do not understand it. They don't know where it's going. And so what I recommend is for anyone watching this, if you are going to get involved with AI or use these emerging technologies, because they are emerging and they are growing and changing daily. So what I recommend is to understand and know the person who's behind whatever's being developed. That's super important because what I tell all of the people that I interact with and work with is that a lot of affiliate marketers are out there pumping up these new tools, and and they're not necessarily the best tools on the market.
No, no. And it's
Their
so
business
easy to
model.
fall for anything shiny, glitzy, with a lot of promises and, well, spending a lot of money on it and not getting what you really want.
No. So that goes to data. One of the things that I don't hear people talking about unless you're deep into AI consulting and you understand the depth and importance of your data privacy, security, clean data. Because if you don't have that data, the tools are not going to work for you. So
Absolutely.
you really, anyone that is getting involved with AI, they need to have a guide that can strategize with them. It'll save them so much time to not have to go through and vet every single tool that's out there. I'll give you a perfect example, and I'm going to do a master class in the coming months around cleaning up your email inbox because I don't know about you, but that's the first thing I'm going to teach is how to show people how to get rid of, all the spam emails so that what you really want to hear, you'll be able to hear. Um, but the service that I prefer, you do not see any affiliate marketers out there marketing it. So it's kind of hidden. So perfect example.
Hmm.
The best one that I found isn't out there on the marketplace. I mean, it is obviously, but it's not being tutored by the influencers, not yet, at least.
But it's like an off-the-shelf tool.
It is off the shelf. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
absolutely. Yeah, you and I can talk about it afterwards if you don't.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
very
that could be a
interested.
whole
Yeah,
other conversation. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I love automating invisible labor. Being a woman, I have tended to wear all the hats through all the years, whether it was in my own business or with my children, or, as a mom, I was the doctor or the tutor or, whatever it was. That was the role that I played. And so I know a lot of women out there wear a lot of hats, and I love automating their invisible labor. That's what I love to do.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
That's great. And I mean, the summit is coming up tomorrow. It's
I
starting.
know.
And I mean, we are both speakers, and I don't know how you feel about it, but I am so excited.
I am too.
And maybe you want to share with the audience what you're bringing to the summit
Yes.
so they
Oh,
know what to look for and especially when, on which day you will be on.
yes. So I will be speaking on Wednesday, or this event. I don't know if you've talked about this. This event is a hybrid event, and so anyone that signs up will get the recordings, and then they have an opportunity to speak to the panels live. So I speak Wednesday at 11 o'clock, and I'm so excited. We have some really powerful industry giants, and then we have collectively these. Our colleagues that are AI consultants that are just incredibly well informed. And because we're all so well informed, we really lift each other up. It's an amazing group of people. And we really, one person will say something. So the dialogue that's happening behind the scenes will hopefully come out so that we can share it with the public.
Yeah, and I think the specialty of basically all of us is that we're not just got into jobs learning AI, but we're all pretty seasoned consultants or used to be leaders in our former lives. So we know the talk. And
Absolutely.
we're experts in AI after all the training and delivering and implementing and whatever we did and whatever we learned. So we're bringing together what the leaders are looking for, or in your case, moms and women and whoever you're looking for.
Well,
Who
for this
exactly?
Yes, exactly. Well, for the summit, I'm talking about brains, biases, and the multi-generational.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
will be addressing how to create true trust throughout the different generations because they do process information differently.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I experience that every day.
I do too. I do too. And it needs to be addressed because the younger generations are used to it. They're used to updates. They're used to, Zoom glitches. And well, that's just part of it. And they
Yeah.
really are, and they roll with it. And then we have the older generations that really it's really frustrating because things just need to work
Oh
out.
yeah. And they freak and they yell and instead of, okay, it just didn't work. Let's try it again. And most of the time it will work eventually. You
Yeah.
just need to develop a little patience and a little more flexibility.
Well, I will have to say what one of the things that I've noticed within the last 3 months is the API capability. When an update happens, it doesn't necessarily break the system. It is getting better. That is the one thing that I've noticed.
Yeah, first it breaks, but eventually it comes around. So,
But
well,
I don't know how much longer we have, but what I
three
definitely,
minutes?
3 minutes, what I
Three
definitely want
minutes.
to take away is if they start utilizing AI and these emerging technologies, and there are so many different ways you can do this, um, to know what you're purchasing. Don't go down a rabbit hole. And then with the time that you save, do something for your humanity. Take time, walk out in nature, get off the screen. It's super imperative. We have an opportunity to take this extra time that we're being given by automating this invisible labor that we all have and take time to actually be human. Step outside, breathe, right? Look at the sky. So I I'm all for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And also pay more attention to the humans around you. Spend time with your loved ones.
Yes,
Or if you're a leader with your team, just
absolutely.
talk
Absolutely.
and create some space for creativity.
Yes, that
Yeah, yeah.
let us innovate.
I
Let us
mean,
innovate.
I
Yeah.
have the feeling we're at a certain step at evolution, and we have a chance to step up again
Yes,
if
we
we
do.
take it right, if we are aware of it, if we know what's going on, and if we are ready to take responsibility and shape the future.
Absolutely. And then, of course, I would go straight into governance, which I briefly talk about, but
Yeah.
that's something that needs to be addressed. And I know the EU is doing a much better job, or they're much better job. That sounded judgmental. That's not what I meant.
Yeah, yeah,
But
they are thinking about it,
yeah.
yes, and that's good. On the other hand, it's often the feeling that you do have a protection,
Mhm,
but sometimes it's so tight that it doesn't give you a chance to work anymore,
mhm, mhm.
especially for smaller businesses. So it's a constantly working on it and find ways on how to fit it to real life. So we have on one hand AI, which is doing whatever it wants basically. On the other hand, governments who try to rein it in somehow, which is good. But now they need to find ways to combine everything so that working with AI is possible, developing AI is possible, but still under safety rules. And that's quite a challenge. And it's interesting to watch. I mean, everybody in the EU is somehow part of it.
Absolutely.
So,
When the
yeah.
US is just is per state. So we don't have
Oh,
federal mandate, we don't have anything federally yet, um,
yeah.
that I'm aware of.
That
Those,
doesn't make it easier.
no. But again, I'm not a policy person. I just was doing a little bit of research to see what we do
Yeah.
have. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know what you're dealing with, and you know, and you need to know, especially when you're working with clients, how to protect them.
Absolutely. So
And
that's
I
why
think that's absolutely mandatory. Yeah.
and that's
Well,
why I focus
you,
on around trust. Yeah.
yeah, well, you guys out there, that's again a new perspective on AI. So mark your calendar, watch Linda's talk on Wednesday, right?
Yes, Wednesday,
Wednesday,
the
right.
17th, September the
She's,
17th.
yeah, yeah. All right. Enjoy the summit. Sign up. It's not too late yet. It's free to join from wherever you are and take some insights with you, take some value. And if you want to meet us, upgrade to VIP, and there will be networking events with us every single evening. Sounds tempting? I bet. I'll drop the link right after this session and hope to see you on the summit. All right. See ya. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Bye.